Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to your episode, but hosted by your host here at Top Tier Talk. We are settling in with a nice Man United comeback where they win 3-1, unfortunately, over the Gunners, where it's a bit of a controversial one. Do we see Eriksen get a foul in there? Is it soft? We'll get into it. And then Chelsea get a nice little 2-1 win against West Ham, which it leads into another controversial little VAR decision with Jared Bowen apparently kicking Mendy. And then finally, we leave off with Daniel and his 1 minute with Watford. But let's get into it with Amir hosting it this time. So Amir, take it away.
Cool, we're hosting it. And then best place to start, probably the biggest game of the weekend, Manchester United versus Arsenal. Antony, goal. Chavez, take it away, man.
I want to hear it from you. Yeah. That was
I slayed the guy, yeah.
Martial, when he joined Man United, and people berated him saying, "Oh, 50 million for a teenager," which I think was the most at the time. That was, for anyone who wasn't a Man United fan back then, that's exactly what it felt like when Antony scored. What a moment. Do you know when the whole stadium celebrates for a player and a goal? I think Antony was the one player who, if he scored, it would have been the loudest the stadium could have been. And he did score. It was unbelievable. I think it's the most I've celebrated for a goal in a long time. He just shut everyone up, didn't he, for 1 week? But honestly, the last time Arsenal played Man United, I thought both teams were shit. Arsenal was shit. They won. I thought we were worse, but we were both bad. That was incredible. Arsenal are a different team. I'm surprised. They've come so far over the summer. It was like playing Man City. For the Arsenal fans that have been downplaying the team, saying Arteta this, that, the players, just shut up. You were brilliant.
I agree.
It's Old Trafford. We have this stupid record where if we're 1-0 up at half time, it happens. But yeah, I thought Arsenal were brilliant.
Okay, I just want to lead on to that as well. I just want to lead on to that. You know what it is, yeah? We lost 3-1, and you get your classic deluded fans that say we should be winning that. Arteta out, this, that, the other. We need midfielders. This. Shut up, man. We had a fantastic performance. When was it? I think it was when you went 1-0 up. When Antony scored, we actually had the most dominant 20 minutes after that I think I've ever seen from an Arsenal team ever. It was so good, and it was just unfortunate that obviously in the first part where Martinelli's goal was disallowed. Dare I say, Chavez, I'm going to put it out there and say that it's such a soft foul, and I don't think that should be pulled back. But here we are, and we'll get into that. We'll get into that. But as I said, when you went 1-0 up, obviously you were right. The crowd erupted. Antony scored. He loved it. Everyone loved it. Fantastic. But then we went straight back into that game as if our lives counted on it, and I loved it. Everyone played well. Jesus again showing us 45 million is an absolute bargain for the guy. Odegaard, captain material. Martinelli's been fantastic for us. Honestly, I've got his fucking home shirt in there since 2020 season. He's been there for a year. I've been loyal since that guy has always been an absolute beast for us. And then obviously Saka. And I'm loving the little back four line as well with Zinchenko. Zinchenko, by the way, have you seen it? When we attack, we have Zinchenko coming to the midfield and Ben White coming to the midfield as well. Fantastic little system.
Man City.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. And at the end of the day, yeah, we took a risk and we tried to sub on all of our attackers like Nketiah, Smith Rowe, and Fabio. A new debut, by the way, Fabio Vieira. I liked what I saw when he came on. And we risked it to try and get a couple goals back, and it backfired a little bit, because it left us very open at the back, 2 counter attacks for you guys, and it led to 2 extra goals for you guys. So it's quite annoying, but still, as you say, Chavez, nevertheless, an Arsenal performance was good, and Man United performance, as you said, at Old Trafford is hard to go to and win. So yeah,
that's true. No, from my perspective, obviously outside, your clubs are doing well. You Chavez, obviously United started poorly. For you guys it is, but maybe a tiny criticism of maybe Arsenal. Yeah, the agenda's still there. Do you feel, I've seen a couple people on Twitter say maybe by the end of the window you should have maybe tried to get a midfielder in and maybe another player in? Do you think if maybe an injury to Jesus or another key player, like you got Partey out at the moment, do you think it'll leave you thin for challenging for top 4 with Europe? Do you a bit worried in that aspect or not?
Do you know what it is? Yeah. In an ideal scenario, we would have another midfielder in that role to support. Because let's be real, Partey's going to be injured to get Douglas Luiz 95% of the fucking season. That guy's always injured.
I think you're a midfielder short. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be on a real. In an ideal scenario, we'd have a Tillemans or a Douglas Luiz as a backup if we nearly got him at the end. It would have been a nice ideal situation. But no, it's not. It's not the end of the world. You know, we still got Sambi backing us up. We still can play like if worse comes to worse, we can put Zinchenko in the midfield as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We still got players to kind of back it up. And as you said, if Jesus unfortunately goes out as well, we still have Nketiah. Like we
There's
are
not the
quite filled
quality.
up.
I know. Yeah. Do you think you're still confident with the squad, or maybe if an injury or two
100%.
does happen to a very key player, then it will leave you short, and it should have got or you're not worried about that at all?
I'm not worried about that, in my opinion. I think regardless of who gets injured now, I think it's actually quite okay. Obviously, I think the biggest blow, like it'd still be okay, but I think the biggest blow would be Gabriel Jesus, because he's so good at holding up that play in the midfield. As Chavez, you can probably accept that as well. He's really good in that central role. And as I say, he's probably the biggest blow, because then Nketiah comes in. But then there's nothing wrong with Nketiah, because he's equally as good as well. Equally as good, but like still their level that he can bring us as a number 9 striker. Yeah.
He's there. No, and then Chavez, on to you very quickly. Someone's form I do want to bring up who's been very good very recently is Marcus Rashford. With obviously there were talks on going to PSG, etc. What do you think of how he's come so far this season compared to last season? Is it a new player you're seeing? Is it still the old Rashford? Is it what's just talk to me about Rashford?
He's a confidence player. Rashford's always had the ability. He just sort of works off of how confident he is, how happy he is. He looks like he's happy playing his football now. And when that happens, he's suddenly, in front of goal. You feel like he could score a goal, because there was a time where Rashford would be in front of goal and you'd know this guy's not scoring. And suddenly he's got one against Liverpool, all the confidence back. And he's been brilliant. And right now he puts everyone out the team he should be starting, even Sancho.
And you said last week your front three was Sancho, Martial, and Anthony. Does Rashford now get into this front three for you?
This is a beautiful problem. I'm not the manager of Man United. Eric can deal with that.
Okay.
Chavez, before we move on, I do want to say though, Chavez, it seems to be Man United have fixed their problem with two key players gone out the squad, and it seems as soon as you got rid of Maguire and then got rid of Ronaldo, it seems problem solved.
That's what I was going to.
Ten Hag's probably seen that and gone, okay.
Do you think Ronaldo? I wouldn't say Ronaldo.
I think Ronaldo
accepting his role now.
Sure, I hope he is, because it will cause problems if he's not. I think Ronaldo cares about winning, and as long as we're winning, it won't be an issue. Maguire, I think Shaw is another big one. He doesn't care enough, and Malacia is the opposite. Cares way more than you do. Like, he's exactly what you need in this modern day. He reminds me of Evra. The other thing, there was one thing I wanted to go through: the decision. I know we won. I know I should be happy, and I am. I love the Arsenal tears, but as a Man United fan, that decision. Regardless of what the referee gave, which on the pitch he gave it as a foul, fair enough. He didn't. He gave it as not a foul, which it could have been a foul. Could have been. It's a soft one. It could have been. He didn't give it as a foul. Now, at that point, if you're going to VAR and VAR is saying that is a clear and obvious error from the referee, and we are going to overturn that, that's ridiculous. You can't overturn that decision. The fact that they have had to look at that for more than a couple of minutes tells you that there's doubt. It's not clear and obvious. So how have they overturned their decision? So this is where I don't care about the decision. The referee, it's tough to make a decision on the spot, and he decided it's not a foul. Cool. Now you use your VAR, which it's not. And the thing is, Man United fans will say, "Oh no, if you were in the same position, I'd be livid right now if it was the other way around," because that's the correct use of VAR. Forget about the on-field decision. Anything can happen. Referees can make mistakes. It's quick. But now that decision's been made, you can't overturn it. It's not clear and obvious.
A lot of fans, I think, will be livid this week, by the way. Go on, Dan.
I was going to touch on two things. Obviously, with you said about just on VAR because you finished. When it first came in, what did they say? Minimum interference, maximum effect, or something. Exactly.
Maximum interference, minimum effect is what happened.
Yeah, it's just
no. Maximum effect in the wrong way.
Maximum interference, maximum effect, maximum.
Literally.
It just seems to be like the flow of football is being interrupted very badly now. As you
we've said it
the likes,
before.
obviously, we'll get into it with the Chelsea game as well, but like the likes of the Liverpool-Everton game as well, when Van Dijk stepped on whoever's that foot. Is that red? No one knows. Red? Blah blah blah. It's bad. I think it needs to be like kind of looked at by the FA really to kind of be.
But it doesn't matter because they
will never be looked at.
They protect their own. Why would they come out and slate everyone? As I said, they've come out and looked at it and they've admitted their mistakes. It happened to us and Villa. Bournemouth, when the goal line technology thing happened when we both got relegated. The FA come out and apologised. Can we cash these in for points? Can we cash apologies in for points and keep us up? No.
Yeah, but what would you do though? Say if there was a human error happens, I'm just going to be the other. I don't agree with all this nonsense.
I'd rather.
What would you want?
I'd rather leave a football match with Watford losing to a referee and decision error, like a human error, because he's seeing that.
Good answer. Very good answer.
How, for example, you look at Martinelli. We know he's quick. For example, if that was a questionable offside or whatever, and the linesman misses it, fair enough. Players run at ridiculous speeds, but the referee, if you're looking at, for example, the VAR thing, the referee's missed it, the VAR's missed it, and then the referee's looked again and gone, yeah, that's three. There's 3 opportunities that they've had, and 3 separate occasions they put it wrong. But it's VAR's literally someone's job is to sit there and go, yeah, that's a foul, that's offside, that's a red. No, that's not a foul, it's not offside, it's not a red.
Yeah.
And if you're getting your one and only job wrong,
for me, they can make horror decisions on the field, in active play, live play, make horrible decisions, terrible decisions that anyone can make wrong. But the second you go to VAR, perfection. Because why have we brought VAR in? Just take it out then. If it's not going to be perfection, then we shouldn't have it.
In my opinion, I think VAR should be a case of, you look at it at the big screen, you look at it 3 times only. And if you can't make a judgment on that 3 times only, don't change it. Stop zooming in to see the pixels of someone's fucking left fat big toe is offside or not.
So we can go around this.
Do you know what I say? Mic up the referees.
That's another thing.
A very good idea. Mic up. I remember a few episodes ago we said this. Get an ex-pro in the VAR so they know a different perspective. We've said all these before, and it never changes and it never will. Moving on to another game that obviously had a very controversial, probably the most controversial VAR call of the season, Chelsea West Ham, and I was at the game, and I'm just relieved we got the win. I'm relieved. We didn't play that great in the first half. I think Ben Chilwell changed the game, coming on with the goal and assist. And then we got really lucky with the goal that was disallowed, because Cornet missed an open goal before that. That was us riding our luck. And then we got really lucky because it wasn't a foul on Mendy. I'm going to come out and say it wasn't. And I'm sure everyone says the same. Mendy was at fault for first and second goal. I think the confidence, as you said, Rashford's a confidence player. Keepers are the same. Mendy's having an absolute shocker recently. And I think him rolling around acting like he got shot helped him a lot and helped sway the referee's mind, because that wasn't a foul. It was a trailing foot. We've seen that millions of times. It barely brushed him, and I just think we rode our luck. We got lucky, and that's all I can say about it, because
it seems to
how does it feel?
Isn't it?
How does it feel to be how does it feel to be the worst team in the top 6, the big 6?
It don't feel that bad. I think
you have to agree. It's true, isn't it?
Isn't technically Liverpool the worst?
No, I don't agree.
Nah, it's got to be Liverpool.
I think wait until Aubameyang comes in and Zakaria, and then if in a couple weeks we still play the same, we're still not clinical up top, we're still crap in midfield, I agree with you. But
when can we start having a conversation about Thomas Tuchel?
Never, because Thomas Tuchel should have the whole season.
You shouldn't say never, because the way he's going, you've got to admit some of the decisions he makes are wrong. They're terrorism. He's declaring terrorism on football.
Which ones?
Reece James. Reece James is the best. Where is Reece James been playing?
Right wing back. Play right wing back on the weekend.
Has he not been playing right centre back?
Loftus-Cheek has been playing.
No, we had Fofana. Nope.
Yeah, but that was the last game. Before
the previous games he's been playing there, bro.
Yeah, against Tottenham he was right centre back. Yeah, I think, wasn't he? I don't know. I can't remember. But Thomas Tuchel's substitutes came and changed the game. Chilwell and Havertz. What can you say is football terrorism? They both changed the game.
Do you enjoy watching Chelsea?
I do enjoy it. It's my team. Of course I do.
No, because I actually want to know. I
do. Obviously, the football's poor. Well, the football's poor. I can't lie. But getting the win is the most relieving thing right now, because we're very short. We're short in midfield. All our signings haven't come in and stuff. Aubameyang, and I'm clinching onto Aubameyang. We better do something. But having conversations about Thomas Tuchel is absolutely disgusting. Like, you can't. No, not now. Not till the end of the season, because no other manager's gone through what Thomas Tuchel's gone through, have they?
Was he gone through a war?
Practically, we had sanctions, didn't we? We sanctions, owner change. You got to all the finals. You won the Club World Cup last season.
Other clubs have. You are the only
Don't
club.
you dare bring Watford into it.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
What does Watford got to do with Thomas?
You sounded like you're about to victimise Watford.
Elliot mentioned it. No, I wasn't actually.
What do you
He's
want to
playing
say?
the victim
What's
card.
Watford?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say Watford. I didn't say Watford.
But if you guys actually think Thomas Tuchel and his job we should have a conversation. It's absolutely.
We will though. I feel like in a minute, there's a
Why?
a few decisions going left and right. You should have lost against West Ham. You can admit that. West Ham. Let's say
we should have beaten Tottenham. We should have beaten Tottenham. It's all if this that.
We'll see. I feel like you're going to get exposed. There's just some fundamental things he sets his team up to play terrible football almost.
I mean, 2 games
very
into the
pragmatic.
season, everyone was talking about. Football's so short-minded. Every football fan these days looks very short-term. Like we looked at Ten Hag 2 games in though.
That's true. That is true. You did look at Ten Hag.
Carragher and bloody what's his face? Never were. But interrogating him, saying Martinez is the worst centre back. Look, his aerial drills, and now he's had 3 man of the matches in a row. It's so short-term. Give the guy time.
It's because it's Chelsea. If it was another club, I wouldn't mind.
No. This is a new Chelsea. Todd Bowley is
managers.
Title challenges. That's why, isn't it?
Yeah,
you are as well. You're telling me you're a title.
No, they play like a top tier team though. They don't even play like a.
We play like a good team.
No, Arsenal.
Against West Ham, it's horrible.
And mate, if you play one game the way Arsenal play, your fans would be over the moon. They wouldn't believe what they're seeing. Even I think if Man United played the way Arsenal do.
Listen, Arsenal came up against their first big test and they crumbled 3-1. That's all I'm going to say.
We actually played.
You did crumble. Did you win or lose? You lost.
If Chelsea go to Old Trafford and win, fair enough. That
doesn't happen often, does it?
Against Spurs. I think you're going to lose to Spurs as well. We practically played Spurs off the park and from a referee decision. Listen, you're 1 or 2 injuries away from being back to 8th again. That's all I'm going to say.
Where are you in the league? Be quiet. Anyway,
it's 4 games in anyway.
So, actually 6 games in.
No. Honestly, I do want to hear from you guys. Is it because of the way Chelsea play football? You think Thomas Tuchel? Let's have a conversation.
Yeah,
it's boring. It's uninspiring. It's just, it's literally
uninspiring. Yeah.
If you played boring football but won stuff, it would.
Look how defensive
like you have been.
How are you defending him? It is so boring. Like,
guys want
if a neutral fan came in, they'd stop watching football.
Hakim Ziyech, Olivier Giroud.
No, but that doesn't what's that got to do with anything?
Because it gives him
actually no. Shut up. Do not slate Olivier Giroud. That man is quality.
I agree.
Whatever. All right, all these players, he has the CV. Which other manager out there? Who do you think, if Chelsea sacked Thomas Tuchel tomorrow, who would we get? Who would you think is an adequate replacement for Thomas Tuchel?
Dyche.
Shut up. Who? Realistically,
Mauricio Pochettino.
Mauricio Pochettino. Who is that guy, bro?
Zidane?
Zidane.
Oh, who's Zidane? I was like, what?
Zidane? No.
I was like, not me.
Oh, you would not say no. I mean, if I asked
you would take Zidane right now. You're Chelsea.
No, I would not. Never.
I mean, if I said to you if I said to you this time 1 month ago, would you take Aubameyang? You'd be like, no, shit. And now look at you.
No, I would because our attack is horrid.
Shit.
Our attack is horrid, Elliot. What are you talking about?
Chat shit.
You chat shit. What are you talking about? You said Eddie Nketiah is an adequate replacement for Jesus. Get out of here, mate.
He's better than Havertz.
He's better than Havertz. Okay. And Eddie Nketiah scored 3 goals last season.
Is brilliant. Oh, what?
He's
I'm
brilliant.
impressed.
Wow.
I'm like an Arsenal fan. I'm fascinated by Arsenal.
Can
we talk about Man City and because we haven't even Haaland.
Okay, let's talk about the robot Haaland, who is the best striker in the
10 goals in 6 games.
How many goals is Haaland going to score this season in the Prem? Go around.
40.
At this rate, 65.
No.
I was even carries on. He scored 68 goals.
I think he'll 28. Go over 25, over 26, 27, but he could get injured.
32. Anyone could get injured.
You're down the stairs of everyone. I mean, you keep saying he could get injured. He could get injured. Everyone's going to get injured, apparently.
If I'm a realistic football fan, do you think him, with his previous track record, is not going to get injured at some part in the season?
I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he's not going to. I'm just saying it's like you're preying on their demise. It's like whenever
someone. I'm not preying. I said it.
What about Neymar in League One? Like, is he going to get injured? Ooh, is Messi going to get injured?
He might do when it's his sister's birthday. I don't know. No, really, Haaland is insane, isn't he? They're going to win the league, really, and maybe win the Champions League because this guy's crazy. And people were saying they might not be able to play with a striker. Like,
unbelievable. He's such a targeted man. Number 9 is so what they needed.
And very quickly on the other side,
Liverpool.
Liverpool. What do we think of Liverpool? I think they're Van Dijk
Shit.
got sent off.
What do you think of shit? Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
Thank you.
What is wrong with Jurgen Klopp? His decision making. Why are
He wasn't
Milner
backed.
and
He
anywhere
wasn't
near the
properly
team?
backed, was he? He wasn't
We
backed.
did a
He should've
conversation
got
about Jurgen.
He wanted a midfield. He wasn't.
Yeah,
backed.
we need to have a Klopp out.
Klopp out, yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
are ridiculous, man. You guys are ridiculous. Very short-minded, short-term football
I'm
fan.
joking, obviously not, but still,
Fucking
like
hell,
the second Mane leaves, the whole club just
Do you
disintegrates.
think Mane? Do
Nunes,
you think it's because of Mane?
do a leap up front. Terrible sign. I'm so happy we avoided him.
Dua
He's
Lipa
terrible.
is Central C. He's Central C up front.
No, he's
Central
everything. He's everything but a footballer.
He's everything but a good striker.
Yeah. Nah, he's too clumsy. He reminds me of Lukaku.
Bambi on ice.
Don't say Lukaku in front of me again. But no, yeah, I think Liverpool. Do you think Liverpool will get top 4 this season, boys? Very quickly,
Yeah,
yes
of course
or
they
no?
will.
Did I not put them third or fourth in our predictions and you lot laugh?
I don't know. I laugh at everything you say, really. To be honest.
Brian played better football than
Yeah, and very quickly,
Graham
I've got
Potter
a
for
very-
England. Get him in.
I'm gonna do this in a
Would you
separate
take Graham
video.
Potter and
but-
Chelsea, Amir? That's another one.
You would. He plays incredible
No, I
football.
wouldn't.
Yeah, you would. You thought
Oh,
about that.
I
There as
wouldn't.
well.
I wouldn't pay
This guy's
Thomas
washed.
Tuchel. No,
This
Thomas
guy's
Tuchel. How am I washed? Because I back my manager.
Graham Potter.
I'm saying if he got sacked now, you're not okay. I'm saying
Yeah,
theoretically.
if I got sacked, I get the best possible replacement. Yeah, but I don't think, in my opinion, there is a better replacement. There is a better manager out there than Thomas Tuchel for us at the moment. There
If Pep
isn't.
came along with
No, but he means realistically. I think if Zidane said yes to me, you'd be
No.
on the
yeah, if
easy
Zidane-
side.
Zidane started knocking, you
Can Zidane play without Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema, Modric, Cruz? No. I
We'll
got the
never
easiest
know.
team and had a free pick.
Oh,
Exactly,
I-
we'll never know. We'll see his next job and I'll jump. And not Pochettino. Definitely not. Okay, Dan, and very quickly, we've got the timer ready. Watford, what's been going on there in the Championship?
We drew yet again away to Rotherham. We conceded again inside the first 5 minutes, started slow again. Transfer window's now closed, so we're going to have to persist with the Happy Foundation on the wing.
Okay.
But it's and also doesn't even deserve a name. Number 27. What are you doing?
Cavusella
Doesn't even deserve a name.
doesn't deserve a name.
For context, because you wouldn't have seen the goal. Cross comes in, edge of our 6-yard box. He literally just watches the ball float over his head. He just watches it. And it's within
Right.
jumping distance, and he just leaves it. 1-0 down.
Fair enough, man. So it looks like you're not having a good time in the Prem or the Championship, to be honest. And your second team, Leicester's having a stinker as well. Boys, very, very quickly, first manager to be sacked. Who do we think? You're on mute.
Thomas Tuchel.
I said Scott Parker.
Yeah, Scott
Did you?
Parker.
Oh, first
Next
manager.
manager.
Okay, next manager, sorry.
I can't see anything beyond Thomas Tuchel. No, I'm joking. It'd be Stevie G.
Steven Gerrard.
Who is it? Who is it next weekend? It's Leicester Villa this
It's El
weekend, isn't it?
Saka.
It's El Saka.
El
Yeah.
Saka, yeah.
Oh,
I
I
think
love
Gerrard's
this.
disposable. Get Pochin in Villa. Imagine.
I love this is happening.
It gets Zidane in the Villa.
It's the
Get
damn
the best out of
matches, yeah.
Coutinho.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that really sums up this match week, doesn't it? Poor refereeing, and that's it. But yeah, anything else, boys? Very quickly to add, any other very quick things you want to add into it?
Me very quickly. We could have loaded up a previous podcast that we did last year, and and I can guarantee it. This time last year, we said the exact same things about the referees and VAR and how shit it is. And nothing's changed, so there's no point
But
arguing
also,
about it anymore.
You go to a year before that when we weren't doing the podcast, we were just chatting about football, and we were still saying it then. And the year before that, and we were still saying it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All we want is make
Foreign
shit
referees.
decisions.
Yes.
No, because Jared Gillett is a foreign referee, and he is a donkey.
Who? Where's he from?
Sorry,
He's from
Jared.
Australia.
You know what?
Australia.
You know what? Had the camera on him in the A League, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, Mike
No.
referees up, yay!"
But Dan,
no,
the
he's a
structure,
donkey.
the structure, like he's still working under all these English friends. They're all friends.
It
This
doesn't
isn't even, they're
matter.
not referees, they're mates.
We had
Spanish referees.
Watford
Italian
had his
referees.
first game in the league, so he had no chance to be with anyone, and it was the worst refereeing performance I've seen in my life. Just make
Tierney's
crap
up there.
decisions. Make crap decisions all you want, but at least make them consistently crap. Don't favour other teams. Don't make one bad decision, one good decision in the same game. Be consistent. If you're going to give Ericsson one as a foul, give every single one of them as a foul. But you get about 50 free kicks just for that in a game because it happens so often.
It's all right, Dan.
It's true. Yeah.
So we will just have to live with it until the FA decide to make change, and probably will never happen. But
Never.
thanks for tuning in, guys. Tune in for next week where we'll have more debates and stuff. Hopefully Arsenal lose more games and I can laugh at Elliot. But yeah, tune in, guys, for next week.